Sad news happened.
Wait, what?
I mean, it's not super sad, but it's kind of sad.
Yeah?
You left your D&D group. Yeah.
I did. They were really sweet last night. So, last night was my last night with the very first D&D group that I've ever played with.
At Brooklyn Strategist.
At Brooklyn. They're my very first that I've ever played with ever.
Right, but it's what I'm saying. The location.
Okay. Yes, it was at Brooklyn Strategist. I thought you meant. I thought you were qualifying it. I'm sorry. I didn't understand. Anyway, last night was my very last night. It was actually not just. Strategist? It wasn't just me. It was also our friend Vanessa's last night as well. Oh. She's joined another game in Astoria, which is closer for her, and I've joined another game at Hex & Co, which is closer to me. So it's not that we've given up on D&D, it's that we've moved beyond our initial game, which makes me so sad because I love the group of people that I was playing with.
How was the send-off? Like, what happened in the campaign?
Well, I just want to say first, thank you to all of my friends in this game. There was cupcakes, wine, and pizza.
I like all those things.
Well, we had all of those things last night as part of the send-off. We ordered in pizza to the store.
That's nice.
It was very nice. I will say the game itself was typical of us, meaning we spent probably 45 minutes bickering about what we were gonna do because in character, that's to a point that finally we were like, all right, everybody, we gotta metagame for a second and actually talk about what we think we should do because our characters can't make a decision.
Wow.
It was intense. So my send-off was we're kind of at we've achieved the goal, which was to find the queen. She had been kidnapped, apparently, by a shady underground organization.
Okay.
And we found the queen. We killed her kidnappers. But she's under a spell, and so she can't actually speak against the people who've kidnapped her. It's called a geas, like it's an actual thing in D&D, and so we need someone who can dispel it, but none of us are powerful enough magic users to be able to do that. So we're going to find her cousin.
You were going to?
We were going to find her cousin.
I thought you said we're going to. I was like, well, you're not anymore.
I know. So we were headed to a town in a dangerous location to find her cousin. And we get there, and my character, who is currently AWOL from the army,
right,
walks into this town. We're all stealthed up. We're doing great, and suddenly I feel the presence of army personnel around me, and I realize, oh my god, this is the platoon that I went AWOL from. And I'm like, peace out, guys. And I turn to my best friend in the group and I go, I am so sorry. I put all of my gold that I have gathered, because my character is a rogue who really loves gold, I literally give it all to her and I stealth the F out of there, and I am gone. I am gone because I am wanted.
So that's how...
None of the other players in the campaign know that I'm wanted. Maybe Turin does. She could have inferred that. None of the rest of them do. So they have no idea why I've disappeared.
So that's how you left.
Is we get to this town and suddenly Kira just disappears.
Is that how it ended?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we got to the end of the night.
Cupcakes happened before or after?
After pizza, but before
no,
this.
But I mean...
Yeah, no, we actually ran 5 minutes over and they were like, please, we have to close the store. Like, it's 11:05. Like, you have to go. And then Vanessa's character who is a freaking awesome character. So her god that she follows is a journeyman god, and so, or not a journeyman, a god of travel, of adventure, and she got a sign while we were in the middle of the desert, and she realized that she could find the secret oasis that that only select few of this god's followers can find. And so her exit was that she was going to go find this magical oasis of her god, and that we could call upon her if we came to Crossroads, because her god is a god of the crossroads, of traveling. And so if we ever needed help, we could call upon her and her god at a crossroads, but she needed to achieve this like religious goal of finding this location. So
Question.
very different exit points
Yes,
for
very
everyone.
different. Are you retiring Kira?
I'm so sad to retire Kira because she's my favorite.
Are you?
If I have a reason to use her, I would bring her back. And if I had a reason to play a one-off with the campaign again, I would. Like, but it was really hard to get there and back.
All right.
So I'm sad because Kira's my first D&D character. She'll always be my first D&D character, though. I will always be able to have her and hold on to her. Okay.
Sad moments.
It is.
Speaking of D&D,
Yeah.
yesterday,
Yep.
the most adorable thing happened.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, we work for school.
Right, work for school.
We work together. It's awesome.
I didn't put a face on, but it is awesome for the most part. I was in the library speaking to another teacher, and the students know that I play board games. I love board games.
You're a nerd.
Well, they know I love board games. Anyway, one of them went over and was like, Mr. Castro, guess what I'm playing? And I was like, Candyland? I don't know. What do kids play nowadays?
They're middle schoolers, so not playing Candyland.
I'm playing. He was like, Twilight Imperium. Quickly stop talking to said teacher. You now have my undivided attention, young man.
Of course.
He's saying how great it is. It's a three-player game they're playing. Okay. They were about 5 hours into it. They're nowhere near done.
Nope.
I then asked him, is it 3rd edition or 4th edition? He's like, how would I know? So I asked, how big's the box? And he did this. And I was like, that's 3rd edition. Definitely. If you would have done this, I would have been 4th edition. But when your arms go as wide as you can, 3rd edition. And he's saying he's really enjoying it.
That's good.
It's a great game. And then other kids got, I guess because I then got excited, other kids were like, wait, what's Twilight Imperium? So I tried to explain that it's a space opera. It's an amazing game. Which then, this kid looks over at me and says, yeah, playing Twilight Imperium. And I'm also getting into D&D. I mean,
all of me is excited
you are
about
doing
that.
everything right now,
you're
young
winning,
one.
You're winning at middle school, which I'm pretty sure, like, 15 years, 2 years ago would not have been winning.
Well, Rubik's Cubes are back. So I just feel like Rubik's Cubes and D&D, they kind of, history's repeating itself.
Yep.
So he's super excited. He doesn't know how to build a character. So tomorrow, more so Emma, is going to sit down with this kid and help him build a character. He's really excited. He's like, I go, well, what are you doing? He's like, well, I'm thinking about building a half-elf fighter. And I was like, sounds fantastic.
I'm happy to help.
I asked him if he had a player's handbook. He says he downloaded one, so he has a PDF version of it.
Okay.
He does not have dice. He doesn't have
some dice.
Yeah, he doesn't have a character sheet yet. Or I think he does, but he hasn't filled anything out. So I said, don't worry about it. We'll bring out player handbook. We'll bring dice. Bring a character sheet. We'll set you up.
Stop him young.
Which then all the other kids around were like,
too.
wait, what's D&D?
Yeah.
And the best way I could describe it is, it's an amazing story that you play and not just read. And they were like, oh, I want to play D&D. So these are all middle schoolers. It is great. Like, I would love to do an after school.
Happiness to my heart.
I would love to do an after school program with kids and have them play D&D. But we'll see how tomorrow goes with his character creation.
Yeah. We have a very limited amount of time to do it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be super fast.
40 minutes.
I may.
We'll have to do another session with him.
Either it's going to be 2 sessions, or because tomorrow's kind of, there's no break on Friday, is there? I'm not here.
No, Friday's a half a day anyway. No, but I think I'm gonna see if other kids, if this goes well, during break time, if more kids want to create characters.
Sure.
That'd be a thing.
Great.
We'll do some character creation.
I'll free up my schedule.
And then see where they go from there.
Cool. So that's super exciting. Speaking of how to get players started, I actually filled out a a how would you start players on playing D&D thing today, and it was like the things you need if you were gonna set a friend up with a starter kit of D&D. I would say player's handbook.
Yep.
Character sheet.
Yes.
A really awesome set of dice that they really love.
Yes.
And a really freshly sharpened pencil.
Yes.
And then
that is an amazing gift.
Isn't it an amazing gift?
It's an amazing gift.
Yeah. That's all you need. That's really, and your imagination. That's all you need to get started in D&D. So, you know, take it from us.
I also feel like if a kid wants to like kind of build a campaign for themselves, like
there's so many campaigns out there. Like,
right, but
really,
hold on,
if you're a crazy person like me, then you're doing a homebrew. But there's so many pre-built campaigns. You don't need to build a campaign.
Right. I also feel like if a kid who's a big reader, take your favorite book. How would you tell that story and tweak it and have your friends play in it?
I would say the first thing, if you're a new DM, you should not do what I'm doing, and instead you should do a module. You should take a Wizards of the Coast module. It's like something like
On Rails Recommit. Pretty much what I'm going to do with Starfinder.
Well, I will say the very first thing that I DM'd was the On Rails dungeon that I did with you.
Right.
So technically, my homebrew is my second time doing that.
Yeah, but that was only 1 day hour thing. But point is, it was really neat to see these kids, or at least this one kid and a few others.
It feels good.
Excited. And not be ashamed. You know, having other kids come over and
it's not a shameful nerdy thing. It's just like this is a cool thing that I'm interested in.
Right.
And for it to be cool, that's ridiculous.
It was really
so I'm gonna bring my big dice bag tomorrow to work, full of all the dice. Because if we have a couple kids, then I'm gonna
they're gonna be
to be able to roll up,
or even just play with them.
That too, they're gonna have fun rolling. So I'll even bring my Opalite dice for them to feel.
Wow, this is all fancy.
So fancy.
Like I said,
get them hooked young.
Getting the next generation up and running, and excited about board games and role-playing games, and have their imagination run wild.
And social interactions with one another instead of being on their phone. That
is it.
Really what it is these middle schoolers, because they're middle schoolers, they're so attached to their devices. They're so attached to their, you know, Instagram or their Facebook or their Snapchat. To be able to get them to sit in a room with other people and have social interactions, and they're
problem solve. I mean, there's a lot more to it.
There's social interactions. There's a lot of research that's being done about how role-playing games can actually help people develop the social emotional skills that they need to be able to interact in the world.
I'm not about to like.
No, but there is research being done.
I read an article. There's
research being done, but I think there is something to be said for sitting in a room with other people and interacting face to face.
Yes.
Beyond texting with them on a phone or Snapchatting them or, you know, talking on WhatsApp. Like, that is not actually social interaction. You can't see a person's face.
Even though I enjoy doing all those things.
You can't try to understand what their emotional state is when they're saying something if you're on any of those mediums. So, really excited that these kids even have the smallest inkling that they would want to do something like this, to be able to tell a story, to work together, to work collaboratively, to get. I'm so excited about it.
It's going to be a fun, exciting day.
Yeah.
We will tell you how it goes.
Yeah, totally.
I want to see what name he's going to come up with. I want to see everything.
We're actually headed to D&D now, so I think we have to go because. Yeah, we're gonna be late. We basically have to be there in like 10 minutes.
My lawful good paladin. I don't know how I'm gonna play this lawful good paladin.
Is it Chimere or Chimere?
Chimere.
Chimere. Okay, and I'm Lydia in this new campaign.
My name's cooler.
Whatever, we both have Ys.
I'll call you Lyd.
No.
You can call me.
No, you may not.
Kai.
No.
I can't, because I'm lawful good and I have to like.
Anyway, so we are late for our own game of D&D tonight. We will see you guys tomorrow. I think that's it.
Tomorrow's Thursday. Ooh, it's a long day for me. They might just see you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to eat something. We got stuff. Oh my goodness.
He's got to figure out his life. We will see you guys tomorrow, though.
Hope you had a great day.
Yep, exactly. That guy.
She always forgets that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.
Bye, guys.